A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Wait, that.
First play, first pass for Brady. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Wait, that. 72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. McKissick is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air, Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The slot man in motion right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Complete to Likely. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Walker once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Cover, cover!
To throw, it's Brady.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Brady now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Brady now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Go Bandit!
To throw again on second down. Brady. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Detroit! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Phillips showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Brady now on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. To throw is Brady. Swings this out for Hunt. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A carry now for McKissick. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man downfield is Hill. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he's going to go down again. Osa Odighizuwa dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
With another carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On play action, Allen. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Straight ahead, Walker. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Brady again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.